Hello and welcome again to Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. And we are unpacking this week's comic book order. Today is Tuesday, August 18th. All the items you see here will go on sale Wednesday, August 19th, here at Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. And up first we have trade paperback of Exquisite Corpses. Those are out this week. We have a new DC compact series, Batman and Son from Grant Morrison. Lovely, lovely, lovely. We have some of the Marvel premiere, which is their kind of answer to DC's compact edition. And we got in the Avengers Secret Wars and Avengers Time Runs Out. In fact, we got a big load of a bunch of their different titles that showed up this week. Not to be left out by Spider-Man No More, the epic collection of Amazing Spider-Man. So that's pretty cool. Then we have this week issue 601 of Mad Magazine. And we have the limited collector's edition Batman comic, which is kind of cool and very impressive. So now let's get down to the comics because that's why we're all here. And up first we have issue 18 of DC's Absolute Flash and a couple of very lovely variant covers. Also from DC, Absolute Green Arrow, issue 4. And again, just wonderful covers. And that's your 1 in 25 incentive. Oni Press brings us Adventure Time, issue 16. From Dynamite Publishing, we have Aladdin, issue 2. And there's a lovely variant cover there. That's where Jafar and the tiger are running away from the jihad. From Marvel, we have Alien King Killer, issue 5. Dynamite Publishing brings us Alter States Warlord, issue 3. Dark Horse Comics brings us American Caper, and I believe that is issue 10, if I'm not mistaken. From Marvel, we have Avengers Armageddon, issue 3 from Chip Zdarsky. And there's your lovely variant cover for that. From DC, we have Batman Superman World's Finest, issue 54. And just going to tell you, DC is just killing it on their covers right now. They have the Dark Knight Returns 40th anniversary that they're going to do homage covers on most of their comics. And they are hitting that right on target, I think. Issue 6 of Batwoman from DC. And again, just killing the variant covers. I think this is one of the prettiest covers this week. That Batwoman cover is just really well done and thought out. I'm a little troubled that this girl has a fever blister on her lip. I don't know what that's from. But another Dark Knight Returns 40th anniversary. I mean, just Frank Miller-esque to the nth degree. Marvel brings us issue 3 of Bishop. Image brings us Bug Wars, The Coming of War Doom, issue 1. And there's the variant cover there. Marvel brings us Captain Marvel Dark Past, issue 5. DC brings us issue 90 of Catwoman. And a lovely Frank Cho. If that had been a black cat, that would have been Toot's pick of the week. And again, another Dark Knight Returns 40th anniversary cover, just yells Dark Knight Returns. Marvel brings us Daredevil issue 5 and a lovely Virgin variant there, and 60 Years of Mary Jane variant there, and just another beautiful variant there. Could that be all of them? No, there's one more, and that one as well. From Image Publishing, we have Darkness issue 7, and there's a beautiful variant cover there. From DC, Dark Knights of Steel 2, and that is, I believe, issue 2. And there's a lovely variant cover for that. Vault Comics brings us Dead Acre, Black Bridge, issue 2. And from DC, we have Deathstroke, The Terminator, issue 6. And again, just nailing some of the variant covers that they're currently cranking out are just wonderful. Ignition Press brings us issue 2 of Dispatched. EC Comics brings us Shell Shock, and that is issue 1. And there's your variant cover for that. DC Vertigo brings us End of Life, issue 7. Image Publishing brings us G.I. Joe, issue 25. And some lovely variant covers for that. And it looks like part 1 of a 5-part miniseries called Night Force. Image also brings us Gunslinger Spawn, issue 57. And there's your black and white variant for that. Boom Studios brings us The Harrowers, Raiders of the Abyss. This is a Clive Barker facsimile reprint, issue 19. Image Publishing brings us Hornsby and Halo, issue 15. Also from Image, we have If Destruction Be Our Lot, issue 4. Marvel brings us Inglorious X-Force, issue 8. Image Publishing brings us Invincible Universe Battle Beast, issue 12. And there's a lovely variant cover, and then yet another lovely variant cover. Thunder Comics brings us issue 4 of Kill Switch. IDW brings us issue 2 of Killer Influences. Image Publishing brings us issue 4 of Lady Mechanica. And there's a lovely variant cover. And then we have the sketch variant cover. These are kind of cool from Sean Murphy, sideways printed. The Last Driver. And they look really, really cool and well done. There's a lovely variant cover as well. Another variant cover, and then our incentive is that one there. Just wonderful idea. Cool to get noticed that way. Mad Cave brings us The Last Starfighter, issue 2. DC brings us Lobo, issue 6. It looks like Lobo versus the Tooth Fairy. There's a David Nakayama variant cover. We have issue 9 of The Lucky Devils from Image Publishing. Also from Image, we have Monster Racing League M1, issue 3. I believe this is Bad Idea. Yes, the Olympic Saga number 3, Megalith from Matt Kent. Big day for Thor and Mortal Thor and Immortal Thor and Mighty Thor and all the Thors you can think of. It is issue 800. Although this is technically issue 14, it is legacy numbered 800. So it will be a big deal to Thor enthusiasts. So we brought in some extra covers, more than we normally do for Thor. There's your Mary Jane, 60 years of Mary Jane, and that lovely Thor as well. Then from Dynamite Publishing, we have issue 5 of Mumra, the Ever Living. DC brings us New Titans, issue 38. DC also brings us Nightwing, issue 141. And there's your variant cover for that. Dark Horse Comics brings us Only the Savage Are Left, issue 3. From Zach Kaplan. Dark Horse also brings us Brian Michael Bendis' Powers, issue 12. Marvel brings us Spider-Man Brand New Day, issue 2, which is actually a variant cover for Spider-Man, Punisher versus the Amazing Spider-Man issue 2. But I thought that was kind of a cool idea, and I love the A cover on that. Also from Marvel, we have Queen in Black, issue 3. And there's a lovely variant cover for that. From Image Publishing, Redcoat, issue 19 from Jeff Johns. Beautiful variant cover there. From Marvel, Silver Surfer 6 facsimile reprint, including the foil. IDW brings us Sleepy Hollow, The Witches of the Western Wood, issue 4. And there's your lovely variant cover there. Titan Comics brings us issue 2 of Solomon Kane. And I think they have a book coming out for his sister Candy that'll be out later this week. Image Publishing brings us Something Epic, issue 14. Marvel brings us issue 4 of The Spectacular Spider-Man, Brand New Day. And beautiful variant cover for that. Also from Marvel, issue 1 of Spider-Man Hulk, Fire and Brimstone. And we have a couple of whimsical variant covers for that. including that lovely Scotty Young. IDW brings us issue 10 of Star Trek: The Last Starship. And there's a beautiful variant cover there. Marvel brings us Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Echo of the Empire issue 5. And there's your variant cover for that. DC brings us Superman Unlimited issue 16. And there is your lovely variant cover for that. From Dynamite Publishing, we have Tailspin issue 1. Bad Idea brings us Tankers versus Ancient Aliens issue 3. IDW brings us Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 21. And there's your Eastman variant there. Also from IDW, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder issue 11. Marvel brings us Ultimate Impact Reborn issue 4. Also from Marvel, Uncanny X-Men issue 34. And a lovely variant cover for that. From Boom Studios, we have issue 2 of Vampirates. They're going to make a movie out of this, but I'm afraid it's going to be rated R. Image Publishing brings us The Walking Dead Deluxe issue 143. Nobody paid a cover, so don't anybody boo. All right, there's your variant cover for Walking Dead 143. Marvel brings us What If the Runaways Hadn't Run Away? Well, then they wouldn't be the Runaways. That's a one-page book. Dark Horse brings us Nathan Fillion's Witness Point, issue 2. DC brings us Wonder Woman, issue 36. And there's a Nakayama variant and another beautiful variant there. And then finally this week, we have Zorro's Legacy, issue 2 from Alien Books. Remember, all the items you saw here will go on sale Wednesday, August 19th, here at Fox Comics in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. Thanks.